Taranto. Rieke was the happiest person in the world that afternoon. Not only had Perry received her drawing, but he had also liked it, and he had clearly noticed her energy. What luck that she had written his name in the corner. After breakfast, when Rieke opened the book to read the next chapter, she noticed that the note with the flower was gone. She searched everywhere, but she couldn't find it on the floor or anywhere else. Instead, her drawing reappeared on the penultimate page of the chapter, and as she was about to close the book, she suddenly saw gray lines appear out of nowhere beneath the last words, forming her drawing. Rieke had to look twice before she could believe it. Carefully, she ran her fingers over the drawing and realized that it was now a permanent part of the book. It looked as if it had always belonged there. Linnea was completely speechless as well. "This book must be enchanted," she exclaimed. "Yes, I think so too," Rieke replied. Now she knew she could always communicate with Perry. Next, she decided she wanted to introduce herself to him in a short letter. "What do you think he'll say?" Rieke asked her mother. "Oh, I think he'll be very happy. You two will have something like a little pen-pal friendship," Linnea replied. "Really? Do you think that counts? And do you think he'll write back? I mean, is that even possible?" Rieke asked excitedly. "Of course it counts. It doesn't matter if he lives just 2 countries away or 1,000 kilometers. You're connected, no matter where the other person is," Linnea said, feeling very spiritual. Rieke wholeheartedly agreed. And in these magical circumstances, anything seemed possible. She felt as if one of her biggest childhood dreams had come true. She had always believed in magic, and now she knew it really existed. While they were getting ready for their trip to the harbor, Rieke thought about Löwen's beautiful dress. "Oh, how I wish I could dress like that," she said to Linnea. "I wish I had her jewelry," Linnea said dreamily. Since they had slept in, the sun was already a bit higher when they set off. The coots were busy searching for their lunch. "I love them," Rieke said, watching the little birds as they walked by. "Me too," Linnea replied lovingly. Upon waking, they had immediately heard their soft quacking. The curtains swayed gently in the wind, and the sun shone warmly into the room. They hadn't had such a beautiful morning in a long time. At home, it was hard to notice the morning beginning because the doors were all closed, leading directly to the street. While this kept out noise, it also blocked the light. But in the holiday house, the day began differently. Both ladies woke up full of joy. It seemed as if the new day was greeting them kindly with its light. They had felt completely comfortable even during the night. "Where is that donkey?" Rieke wondered as they walked along the beach. "He must be nearby if you can hear him so loudly," Linnea laughed. "I must have slept too deeply," she added. The walk to the harbor was beautiful. They just had to follow the beach, and it led them straight there. Rieke was excited to see all the little boats rocking on the water. The harbor always smelled wonderfully of delicious food, thanks to the many excellent restaurants. The shops had beautiful things to buy as well. "Hey, Maybe we'll find some new jewelry for you there, Rieke said, nudging her mother confidently. Yes, we might actually find something, Linnea replied. Maybe even a dress for you? Rieke looked at her, filled with excitement. She really wanted to wear at least a dress similar to Löwen's, one with flowers or even stars on it. A petticoat wasn't necessary. She preferred something that allowed freedom of movement and fluttered in the wind. Then an idea came to her. Okay, listen, let's try the manifestation technique from the doctor, she suggested. They sat down on some large stones by the shore. Both closed their eyes and imagined their wishes as vividly as possible. Dear, Linnea's voice came from the right, I don't even know what my new bracelets should look like. I just want them to be extraordinary and big, she explained. Maybe that's enough. I don't really know what kind of dress I want either. I'll just imagine how it feels to know that I own it, Rieke replied. All right, then the universe will just pick the right one for us and we'll be surprised, Linnea said decisively. Rieke focused all her concentration on imagining the texture of her new dress and how it would flutter gently in the wind. It had to be a very special piece, something that not everyone wore. Linnea pictured her bracelets sparkling and gleaming on her arms as she proudly walked through her usual streets. After a few minutes, they both stood up and continued walking, filled with anticipation. Would their wishes perhaps come true even today?